Good morning, all of you. This is me, Adnan Gauri, the founder and director of iWorkstation. I welcome you all for the iWorkstation BIM series. Okay, so today's topic is on your path to BIM success. Build a winning portfolio and resume. Okay, so in today's session, we are going to understand what is a BIM portfolio, a BIM resume, a CV, a video resume, cover letter, and how we can make all these documents to be able to land a successful job, and not just a job, but to able to present yourself in front of the people, the professional network in which all of the people are present, that is LinkedIn. Okay, so in order to initiate the session, I want all of you to open this iWorkstation app if you can open, because all the data and the contents over here is freely available for all of you. Okay, so I'll come on to the my courses. In the my courses you can see content, so you can download our iWorkstation app on the Google Android, or you can even open on the laptop. Okay, so I will share you this link over here. Control C. I will share this link with all of you in the chat box. So if any one of you want to open these courses on your laptop or on your mobile phone, you can freely open. The organization code is IDFYJ. Okay, and you can find this on Play Store as well. iWorkstation Play Store. If you just search like this, you can find iWorkstation on Play Store. I will open over here, not this one, just search iWorkstation. Okay, this one. So you can download this app in your mobile phone. It is available for Android version, and those people are using iOS version, they can download or open it in their laptop using the link which I have shared with you. Okay, so once you open this, over here in the BIM for detailed construction, you will see the content. In the content, I have given you all the free learning contents which we are going to use in today's session. You will open this content. Okay, over here you will find portfolio, resume, cover letter, sample CV of some of our students. Okay, so let's begin with a simple resume. So what exactly a resume is? Resume is just a single page document which showcases who you are. Okay, let's have a look at this resume. Is from Kunal Chaudhary. He is a civil engineer. You can see over here his employment history, academic history, internships if he has worked on, deliverables achieved and learning outcomes, skill set, what skill set he have, core strengths, contact details, and the most important part in this entire resume, which many people miss, is the project links. Okay, so let's say you are going to work or you are looking for a job in the BIM sector. Okay, so in order to showcase your work, you need to put on your links. What these links will include? These links will include your portfolio or your project, Revit project or Navisworks project or AutoCAD project or SketchUp or 3ds Max or whatever software you are going to learn in your career. So all these softwares which you have used, you can use a link to make it and put it into your resume. Okay, like this over here. So this is a one single page resume over here. Many people, they don't like to put their photo, but you need to put your photo over here in the resume, which makes you stand out in a professional way. Your career objective is the most important in a resume, which every HR first have a look. Okay, so career objective, it's unique for unique person. Like in the session today, there are few people who are architects, few people might be mechanical engineers or civil engineers or interior designers. Okay, so they might have a different ability in themselves. So in order to showcase your strength, you need to provide a proper career objective which is suitable for your personality. You cannot copy paste this career objective from anywhere, or you can ask someone like me that, sir, please help me with the career objective. You need to define your own career objective, and career objective should be very much aligned to your real personality. Okay, because what the interviewer looks is, they want to find out the loopholes in your resume or your CV or portfolio. They are not going to find the good strengths only. They are going to find out the resumes or the loopholes where you are lying to them. Many things people nowadays, they lie. They say they have so much software experience, so much software knowledge, but they really don't know anything. They might mention everything in the resume, and this is just a waste for the HR or the employer to interview these kind of people. So they wanted to figure it out, are you really that kind of person or not? So in order to make the employer or the HR job easy, you have to write a proper career objective. Now here the plus point is, how you can write a proper career objective, how you can define your core strengths. So these things can be found out by your own personal SWOT analysis. I hope some of you know what is SWOT analysis. If people doesn't know, they can search it out later. Okay, then have a look at a CV. So resume is a single page document, but a CV is not a single page document. It can be 2-page long, it can be 10 to 100 pages also, depending what work you have done and which type of job you are applying for. Okay, so CV contains a detailed information about your professional and academic career. Okay, let's have a look at it. This CV is of an architect, Jyoti Sharma. She has clearly mentioned her details. Her organizational experience include the training experience, and second, professional experience, and number 3, teaching experience. Okay, so she have 3 kind of different organizational experience. That means she has worked in 3 categories of these organizations. She also worked as a trainer, she also worked as a professional, she also worked as a teacher. Okay, academic qualification, starting from the class 10th to 12th to bachelor's degree to master's to post graduation. Okay, so all the academic qualifications she has mentioned over here in this CV. If you scroll down below, portfolios, projects, click below names. What does it mean? She included her portfolio, her projects view, 360-degree view as well. So once you click on it, you can directly open her portfolio or her project. Declaration, some reference contact, which is very much essential in case you are writing a CV. Reference contact, okay, like a referral. Who is the person who inspires you the most? Maybe your head of the department, if you have a referral from your head of the department, or the boss of your company, or maybe a friend who is working in a company and who has worked with you for some kind of project in the college. He can also be a reference contact. Okay, some people who are very well known in the industry, not by the employer obviously, but they are well known and who can be trusted. Okay, so this referral also need to be included. Now let's have a look at the right side, what she has mentioned. CV includes her photo, her personal information, her achievements, any certificates if she have done. Okay, if I scroll down, there's so many certifications she has worked on. Personal skills, Hindi, spoken English, curiosity to learn new things, these kind of things. Okay, so this is a simple page, 2-page CV. So now once you click on the portfolio, I'll just click on this portfolio, let's say BIM portfolio 2020. It will open up in a new document. Now you can even see her portfolio, what she has worked on in the BIM project. BIM implementation project by architect Jyoti Sharma. You can see the working drawings she has made. Obviously, if you are an architect, you need to know how to create a realistic, detailed working drawings of any building. Okay. If you scroll down more, you can see the Revit architectural and structural. You can see the exploded view section. You can see the Navisworks Manager Timeliner simulation, 3D presentation visualizations from maybe Enscape or Revisto or Lumion, some other projects as well, along with the working drawings. Navisworks Manager to detect the clashes and resolve it, building at a Haridwar, and so on. Some Photoshop plans. Okay, some architects, they also work on Photoshop and these kind of tools like SketchUp or 3ds Max. Okay, so it doesn't matter which software you're going to use, you need to showcase your work. So this is one example of a portfolio. Now let's have a look at this particular document. So all of you understood what is a resume, how you have to create a resume for a proper BIM job, how you need to make a career objective, what details you need to fill up in a resume. When you look at a cover letter, okay, so this is an example of a cover letter. Let's say when you go to apply for a certain role in a company, you need to give your cover letter. So your cover letter is something which will help the employer directly to understand why you are fit for this particular role. I'll give you an example. Let's say there is company A and company B. Company A have a BIM modeler role. Company B have a Revit structural detailer role. Okay, so these are two different roles. BIM modeler role might have more responsibility, but Revit structural detailer role might have a very detailed and very specific responsibility. So to tackle these two type of job postings, you have to have a certain kind of cover letter which is specifically designed for these two different roles. You cannot create one cover letter for both of the roles, right? So you need to understand how to create this cover letter. Have a look here. I am looking for a job where I can utilize my skills. I have worked with urban planning, mapping, cells and so on. He has also used ArcGIS, layer creation in AutoCAD map, where he is actually defining what he has worked on in this software tool. During my vacations where I have obtained some field knowledge, important roles to direct teams, so he is also successfully showing that he is also able to manage a project on site. Means he is very good in communication with people, discussing the problem associated with given work. So maybe the role which he is applying for needed you to be more communication. You needed you to be more formal in the way you communicate with the people or the clients. Okay. Currently, I am working on a live project with iWorkstation on a residential scheme. I had keen interest in modeling and designing team of civil engineering. As an ambitious and capable individual, I have gained some experience in the respective field of civil engineering. I would appreciate the opportunity to join an esteemed and reputable organization such as yours. Okay. Please have a look at the enclosed resume for detailed information of my work and internship experience in education. So this is a kind of 3 to 4 paragraph long cover letter. Now let's have a look at another cover letter. This is quite specific and very small, not too much in detail, but I am not comparing that this cover letter is wrong or this cover letter is right. Okay. It depends on your personality, what you want to showcase, what level you are at currently. This person already have, you can see over here, 3+ years of progressive experience in MEP design and drafting. Whereas this person is actually starting his career. So he need to showcase something more so that he catches the attention of the employer, right? Now have a look at here. Revit MEP modeler as Spark Electrical Solution. HVAC design engineer at Multi-Tech Engineering. He recently have responsibilities as a HVAC design engineer. Coolcraft designing, where he was responsible for designing, drafting and execution of HVAC, VRV, VRF system. So all these things are more relatable for a MEP engineer or a mechanical electrical engineer. Okay. Some civil engineers or architects may have no knowledge about what is this HVAC, VRV, VRF, but when you enter into the BIM field, you need to know all the discipline knowledge, all the discipline basic technical knowledge. Okay. Maybe not a detailed one, but basic technical knowledge you need to have an understanding. I have attached my resume for your review and I look forward to speaking with you further regarding your available position. So imagine 100 people are applying for a post and only 5 people have a cover letter, and out of these 5 people, 2 people exactly pointed out why they are fit for this particular role. Out of those 100 people, the HR of the company or the director or whoever the person is hiring, who he will contact first? Obviously the one who has clearly defined why he is fit for the role. Okay, so that is what cover letter is all about. It's about your personality in a very small sentences or 2 or 3 paragraphs long, which clearly states and specify why you are the right fit for the company. Let's have a look at the other portfolios. So this is a portfolio of a civil engineer. You can see it's a very small building, G+3. Maybe you think like it's a very simple design, won't be able to attract the attention of employer, but only the design or how the building looks doesn't attract the employer. Okay. The first thing what attracts the employer is the details, the deliverables which you have extracted from a very simple project. So this is a very simple project, but the way he has showcased this simple project actually landed him a job. Now have a look over here. This project on site was in Nagpur. It's a G+3 building with a pile foundation. He showcased every details over here with a proper annotation and detailing. He has showcased the 3D pile foundation rebarring detail as well. So now this is something many people doesn't showcase when they do. So this is how an employer able to understand that this particular candidate is very detailed, neat and tidy in making detailing drawings. So one thing is very clear. If he hires this candidate, he will make sure that he will create a detailed and neat and tidy drawings. Now what do I mean by neat and tidy? You can see the text sizes, the boldness, the text line widths. Some places is dark, some places is light. Okay, the way he has organized these things in detail. Have a look over here. With a green color, red color, purple color, he has defined the different details of this rebar. Okay, so these are the small things which an employer looks at it. Imagine having a 3D reinforcement detail of a staircase. Okay, this is a 3D reinforcement detail of a staircase with different colors coding. It's so easy to understand what detail they have to feed into the actual site of construction. I'll scroll down. Over here he has also mentioned some architectural plans. Simple, neat and clear with the room legends, typical section, okay, ground floor plan. He has also mentioned the quantity takeoffs over here. You can see all the different quantities like floor, structural foundation, wall material quantity, door quantity, rebar schedule and the rebar quantity as well in kg. Okay, he has used all the formulas and the right types of fields which is required to be put, and he has calculated the amount of steel which is required in the project, quantity of steel required in the project, 5128.476 kg. That is the total amount of steel which is required in the project. Yeah, he has also visited on site. He has included some snaps of it while they were laying the pile foundation. He has seen how the pile foundation have been laid. He has seen the detailing, the site conditions by the site engineer itself. Slab casting, G+3 RCC building is a simple concrete mixer. So it's a very simple G+3 project, but in this small project he is able to showcase exactly what he has learned. That helps him to get a job. Later you can search about this student's profile on LinkedIn. You will get to know where he is currently. Have a look at this another portfolio. This portfolio is even much smaller. G+1 RCC building. Not too many buildings like G+30, G+40, high-rise building, or a big building from or a big construction project from US or Canada. Nothing. People who needs to hire the right talent, they doesn't look for whether you have worked on a project from US or UK or Singapore. Doesn't matter, you know. What matters is how much level of detail, how clearly you are able to define your project in your portfolio. It's the simplest G+1 RCC building over here. Look at it. 3D views, good for construction drawings. He has used some drawings. You will find a similarity between the different portfolios. All the portfolios which I am showing you here, you will find many of the portfolios quite similar, because this is what needed to be shown in front of the employer. He also mentioned grade of concrete and grade of steel to be used in the project. Stairs, simple sections and a rendered view, simple plans, okay, ASI report, architecture, structure, interior, quantities in RCC quantities in cubic meter. This is the total quantity. steel quantity, then brickwork quantity, then any clashes which he has detected in this entire building. He has solved some clashes and some have been overlooked. 4D and 5D simulation video link. If you click on this particular link, it will open up a video. Okay, so here the video is a 4D and 5D simulation video of this particular project. You can see over here on the left side there is a video, all the data, how much work has been done, labor cost, equipment cost. Okay, and on the right side you can see the entire simulation of this 3D building. Imagine such a small building, G+1, but so much in detail he have shown everything. Okay, so currently he is working in Dubai. He is a diploma holder, Rehan Sheikh. So just a simple portfolio helped him land a job. Okay, he worked in India for few years and then he moved to Dubai, currently working over there. Let's move on to another one. This is another portfolio of a civil engineer, project G+6. Look at the way he present his detail in this portfolio. On the left side he has mentioned the titles. Okay, now little by little you will be seeing that all the portfolios or whatever the documents I am showing you is having more detailed and more organized structure of showing the personality of a candidate. Okay, so like construction drawings, he have mentioned over here the construction drawings. This is also construction drawings page. Scroll down, you will see another construction drawings page, the construction drawings page. Now there is a materials quantities. So he have highlighted material quantities. Other topics are faded. Okay, then you go down, material quantities more. Then there is a 4D and 5D simulation. So he has highlighted 4D and 5D simulation. So it's become so easy for a person to focus on what exactly the person is trying to showcase. There may be so much information, but you need to make it very easy for the person to look at the right information. 4D 5D simulation, we can open here in the new link. Clash detection, walkthrough, Lumion. Let's open this in a new link. You can see over here this entire walkthrough of this particular building he made using Lumion. Okay, let's go a little bit inside. He used some of the fridge from Coca-Cola, Pepsi, downloaded from websites like SketchUp or some other platforms and use it in their project. Change the table, person sitting with a bed, some glasses. So one thing to understand, he is not a professional visualizer. Okay, he is just a student, but he's still able to manage and make very simple things like the fan moving. You can see over here the fan is rotating in the video, right? Or the door is opening, or you can show a table with some burgers or some apple or something, a person sitting with his laptop, there's a scenery, some teddy bear or whatever it is, a person sitting and reading a newspaper. So all these kind of details is what an employer is looking for in any candidate. Later you can see this one. Okay, now have a look at MEP engineer portfolio. BIM implementation on hostel block. He has shown the entire building with all the MEP details, as you can see over here, all the pipelines in this entire building. How detailed, all the detailing of these pipelines. If I zoom it over here, maybe you will be able to see it more clearly. Okay, like M flow, drain plus rectangular, M water closes, flush tank, gully trap chamber, manhole. So he has mentioned all the details. Scroll down, electrical floor plan, then Nevis works, then another project in which he has worked on some MEP part on one level of it, fabrication details of a HVAC duct. It's not necessary to showcase the entire project. You might be thinking like there's a big project we're gonna showcase. No, but the right detail, the way you present your things, like this is just one single floor in this entire project. He has just focused on one single entire floor. and he showcased the details of the HVAC duct which is going through the entire floor. Exhaust duct, inlet, outlet, the sizes of the ducts, the transitions, how clear it is with different colors he is able to show. The quantity estimation, resort duct measurement sheet. Okay, you can see the quantity estimation of the duct. Scroll down, he has used the Navisworks clash detection, some major projects in which he has worked on. This is the portfolio of the same person, Ehtesham Ahmed Arshi, mechanical engineer, currently working as a BIM coordinator in a company in India. Okay. Let's have a look at another portfolio. Lakhan Chauhan, civil engineer, academic building over here, similar kind of project, similar kind of template which he has used, construction drawing, quantities, material, 4D and 5D simulation. So you see the kind of template which you need to use for showcasing your project is a very simple one. It gives you a clear insight how you're going to showcase your work. There are some Lumion links over here. If you click on it, you can see the Lumion link. If you click on it, you can see this entire Lumion link. I'll open this one, academic building over here. Have a look. So he uses a car to start the video, come out of the car, entering into the building. He has increased the speed up, showcasing what details are available on the right and left side. Going straight in the room, you can see some fans are moving, people are working with their tables, with the laptops on the table. Fire extinguisher, glasses, the reflectivity index, the way he has mentioned. Now he is going out of the building. People are walking, showcasing the view of the building throughout the phase. There's another building he has used on the right side, okay, just to keep a shadow of it, that's it, to have a shadow effect on the building. So this is how you have to make your portfolio. I can show you more and more portfolios, the way the people needs to showcase the detailing work. Like this portfolio is of the same Jyoti Sharma over here. Okay, the way she has maintained the detail of the sections, you can see the detail sections of a staircase. This is what is required by an employer. You need to showcase these kind of details. Let's have another portfolio, architect Sumegha Mankar. She has mentioned the contents like this: structure, section, Lumion, architecture, Navisworks, elevation, Primavera. Okay. On the left side, you can see a different template. But this template is also nice, which can showcase you exactly what you are looking at, like the architecture part. If I scroll down, you are looking at the sections part of a portfolio. You can see that this building with the exploded view, with a shade, looks more realistic, right? Exploded view of a typical floor plan. All things are made in Revit. We come down. We see the east side, north side, all the different sides of elevation, 4D and 5D simulation link, wall material takeoff. How clear and well organized this portfolio looks, right? The wall material takeoff, RCC material takeoff, floor material takeoff. She has also mentioned the Primavera sheet, rendered Lumion views. That's it. It's enough of the details. I mean, if you are able to make these kind of portfolios, then it's pretty easy for the people to find you out on the LinkedIn or Indeed or Naukri.com. I think I'm audible loud and clear to all of you. Can you give a thumbs up if I'm loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. So I hope all of you understood what exactly a resume or a CV or a cover letter or a portfolio you need to make. Another most important thing, being in a professional industry, working in this domain, you also need to make a video resume. Okay, so as you see a video resume of a person over here, I'll show you. Yogesh Brahme. Okay, so this is like a template of a video resume over here. This is a platform called Canva where you can make your own video resume. So he has used the Canva platform to make his video resume. Okay, so I'm going to show you and play just one video resume in today's session. Later you can go through other video resumes as well. So the video resume, if you make for yourself, you need to make sure that you clearly define who you are, basically your introduction.
Hi.
Okay, what projects you have worked on, which software skills you have.
I am Pranay Kakade. I am from Maharashtra. I am a civil engineer and a BIM modeler graduated in 2018 from Nagpur University. I have 3 years of experience and in my career I have designed 50 plus virtual projects. Currently, I am working at AST Infraventure Private Limited, Nagpur. In my job profile, I am working on 2D drafting, 3D modeling, flat scheme profitability calculations, FSI and TDR loading in flat schemes.
Now the way he is explaining here the projects is, he is giving the picture of the projects in which he has worked on. On the right side you can see some video is also moving, and at the same time on the left side he is explaining what project he has worked on. Okay, what things he have achieved, what he have learned, all those kind of things.
I am pursuing certification training of BIM for digital construction from iWorkstation, Nagpur. In this training, I am developing all my projects on BIM technology, and I am working on softwares like Autodesk AutoCAD.
Now here you need to look at his gestures, the way he is standing, the way he is presenting, his hand movements, the way he is looking in front of the people with a formal attire, with a coat and with a tie. So doesn't it looks like a more professional and a more serious candidate who is ready to showcase who he is, right? What softwares he has worked on. So in this way, if you present your personality in front of the people in such a way, it's such an easier task to land a job.
Lumion, and I have also hands on video editing and photo editing softwares like Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and Excel Masters. 3D drafting, modeling, MEP and Fire.
So now here he is showcasing his project using Revit. Okay, so he has just opened the Revit window. He is just making a screen record of that particular video, particular project on which he has worked on, and he is explaining what he has learned. Have a look. It's a simple like pipeline with a WC. On the right side you can see the warehouse, some detailing, some 4D and 5D simulation in Navisworks, which he has also used in the portfolio as well. But in the video resume, when you showcase these kind of things, it catches the eye of the employer.
4D and 5D simulations, clash detections, and resolving clashes and scheduling.
Now he is showing that he has also worked on Primavera. Using the Primavera project management plan, he is able to work with Navisworks 4D and 5D simulation.
Primavera, visualization, and rendering.
Now at the end of his video, he is also mentioning that he is available on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube as well, Facebook, with his email ID and the WhatsApp number. So anyone who has seen his profile, imagine maybe the employer sitting in India or in UK or Canada or anywhere part of the world, so easy to contact him and get the work done, right? So this is how you have to make your resume, cover letter, portfolio, and your video resume. There are many other video resume example which you can make using Canva, other platforms. Okay, so now all these documents, it's pretty easy to showcase these documents, but it's the most important question, it's pretty hard to make all these documents with yourself. So in order to make it easy for you to make all these documents, what iWorkstation does is we uses something called ChatGPT. Okay, so this is an AI platform where you can ask anything about any topic related to your work, related to job or anything. And what AI does is it helps you with the right answers you are looking for. So currently we are hosting a 3 days live class, which in the last webinar I have already mentioned some of the people, and few of the people have already enrolled for it. So in this 3 days live class, I will be showing you how you can use a ChatGPT 4.0 and able to make all these documents like your cover letter, your professional BIM portfolio, your video resume, okay, a proper simple strategies of how you can land a job using LinkedIn or Indeed or Naukri.com, these kind of platforms, using an Excel strategy, okay. So all these things combined, you will be able to learn in this 3 days of masterclass. So this 3 days of masterclass is totally free for all of you, but very few people, only 10 people I am taking in this class, because this class I need to be a dedicated one where people are really looking for a job, really want to showcase their skill set, okay. Because in the industry I have seen people with right talent, but they don't know how to showcase themselves, they don't know how to find the job, okay, they don't know how to talk or how to even communicate with people. They just send a message, hello sir, I am looking for a job, do you have a job? So these are the ways industries are facing a lot of problem with the right professionals, and the employers are also facing a problem in finding out these right professionals. So in this 3 days master class, you're gonna learn how you can exactly find out the jobs, how you can polish your skills and showcase it directly in front of the audience, okay. This is not gonna improve your just communication, this is also improve your personal attire, your professional attire on LinkedIn only, okay. So anyone who is interested, I am extending the deadline for the assignment. Last time I have given the deadline for few of the students who were already enrolled. I am extending the deadline by today evening, okay. So anyone who is interested in 3 days of class, which will be totally available freely for all of you, will be in this coming week, they can attend this 3 days class. So let's come on to the Q&A session. Any questions, anyone? Hello everyone. Yes, Shazad. You have a question?
Morning everyone.
Good morning.
My question is that in these portfolios there are multiple things mentioned by candidates like BBS, rebar scheduling, and project management things, and modeling things and drafting things.
Right.
So I want to know that I currently do not possess all these skills. So uh, will it be required first to build these skills to make a portfolio, or they just put the information like from the structural designer, from the BBS manager, and put these numbers, these quantities, these amounts in their portfolios?
Actually, what kind of job you are looking for? That is the first question. What kind of work you want to do? If you are going to enter into the BIM industry, let's say you are looking for a BIM engineer role, or a BIM architect, or a BIM structural engineer role, okay. So all these kind of professions required you have certain kind of skill set. So if you have a drafting skill set, or if you have a knowledge with the AutoCAD, that is a very good point. But when you work in the company, you might not be able to work with the AutoCAD. You might need to use a software like Revit or ArchiCAD or Tekla or EcoSim or any other product which is there available in the market. So make sure which company you are applying, what kind of skill sets they are looking for, and then accordingly you make a portfolio. Without skills, if you are going to make a portfolio and started applying, no one is going to entertain you. No one is going to even reply you if you apply, because they don't want you. They are looking for some other candidate, and you are not having the right kind of skills. So why they will hire you? That's a very simple question, right? So if the company is looking for AutoCAD drafter, like a steel detailer, then the company might be interested in hiring you with this kind of portfolio. So make sure you make a portfolio with the drafting skills, no problem, you can make. But what kind of jobs you are applying or using this portfolio? You need to learn certain skills in order to stand out in the market and get hired from these companies. Yes, Abin, you have any question?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yeah.
You in your previous video, I mean lecture,
you
you
say
say
BIM
BIM
modeling is
modeling
an
is an
outdated
outdated
term
term
and
and
it's like
it's like
BIM
BIM
authoring.
authoring.
That's a
That's a
corrected.
corrected.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't say it's
Yeah.
an outdated word. Actually, there is a
I
misconception
mean,
between people.
okay.
They confuse BIM modeling with a lot of different ways. The correct technical word is BIM authoring.
Okay, what
Okay.
I'm
What I'm
Yeah.
asking,
asking.
I
I
always
always
mention my
mention my
portfolio like
portfolio like
BIM
BIM
modeler.
modeler.
My
Huh.
My
resume, my
resume, my
headline is
headline
BIM
is BIM
modeler.
modeler.
Huh,
So
huh.
should I
Should I
change to
change
BIM
to BIM
author or
author or
something
something
else?
else?
Is it
No
Is it
correct or
problem.
correct
not?
or not?
It's my
No
knowledge.
problem. If you mention BIM modeler, people understand BIM modeler. Maybe some people don't understand BIM author. Okay. So that's the point. Like if you go onto a supermarket and you ask, "Do you have a Coca-Cola?" and the supermarket guy they give you a Pepsi. You understand what I am trying to say? So it's
Okay.
almost similar things, but people are using different names for it, like BIM modeling or Revit modeler or structural modeler. There may be multiple names. So it's not necessary you need
Okay.
to
These
change
are
it to a
different
BIM
Different
names
author.
names
only.
only.
It's just for the learning you need to know about these things. Okay? Yeah. Any other question? Shahzad, Abin?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you all of you for joining today's session. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new about the portfolio resume. We'll meet again in the next session. If anyone have any suggestion about what webinar topics we should cover in the upcoming session, you can freely type in the group. I mean, all of you are in the BIM webinar series group. You can type in the group if you have any topic which you want me to cover in the next session. Thank you all of you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.